Hey YouTube, what's going on, guys? I had a special delivery today. As you can see in frame already, we got the Prime 1 Studios Ellie and Abby. And I just want to start off saying that these pieces are phenomenal. If there was any doubt whatsoever, gone. 100% gone. If you're on the fence of buying them, I think they're still available in certain locations. Prime 1 Studios should have them still available. And you're a big Last of Us fan, pick them up. I don't care if you like the first game only, not the second one. Once you sell out, you're going to regret it. With that being said, the reason I'm pointing that out is because I almost slept on it. And then I decided to pick them up about a year ago. Well, not pick them up, but, placed the order about a year ago and pay them off. So I probably waited a good 4-5-ish months after they're announced to actually pre-order them. But yeah, from initial thoughts, they look amazing. From close-ups, I'm not gonna lie, they probably even look better. And of course, camera does not do them justice. Looking at them in person always does better. And looking at Ellie there on the statue in the box, she actually looks a whole lot better as a statue in person. Of course, I'm recording with a phone, an iPhone. If I had a legit camera that cost $1,000 or more or less, these pictures and videos would look amazing, but just bear with me and trust my word. So first of all, they both light up. A nice little light from the theater. So that's kind of a cool effect. They didn't have to add that, but I'm glad they did because it just adds to it. They're batteries, so if you never want to use them, don't put the batteries in. Don't complain about that they added it. I like light up features. I'd rather have them and never use them than, not have them and wish I had a light up feature. If that makes any sense. So let's see who we want to get started with. Let's go with Abby. Abby's shockingly really good. So I got the deluxe edition, which included the hammer, the pistol. Those two come with the regular edition as well. And then the Molotov cocktail, which actually looks really cool. Like, let's look at that. Now, it would be kind of cooler if they would put a liquid inside of it, or even, like a substance. It's all clear. You can pretend it's vodka or something clear. Let's look. Let's see if it's going to focus. Kinda. Of course, it looks better in person, but if I had my flash on, it would look really good. So you can see all the sweat. I'm not sure if it's sweat or from the rain from the game, because she was out in the rain before. Her wrist is all... Man, I'm trying to get a good spot here. I need to get a big light for these videos. Her wrist is all red where she was tied up at. I haven't played this game since the week it was released, so I could be wrong, but I believe she was tied up at one point or another. I think they captured her. I'm actually planning on playing these games again in a couple weeks. I have some free time coming up, and hopefully going to speedrun both of them. Well, not speedrun, but just play them all again. Man, look at her elbow. Like, that's just some good work. Her veins are popping. Like, that's some good work. Her muscles. Okay, let's look at the hammer real quick. Same thing, wrist all bloated up. Her veins are popping. Sweat dripping. She got her freckles on her shoulder because she likes to wear her tank tops quite a bit. I'm, assuming she gets sunburned a lot on her shoulders. And this one here really shows off her muscle. Dang. She's stronger than me. No lie. Her pistol paint could have been better. That's probably the only downside about these both these pieces of the pistol paint. Not the greatest. Especially like the little silver parts. The small details on the pistol. Everything else looks amazing though. Just gonna put those two aside. Let's do some zooming in. I love the base. It looks like real wood. Almost feels like real wood. And, you pretty well know it's polystone. You got a coin there. And you have her wearing her tank top. looking all muscular, looking more manly-like than a woman-like, which in this video game you have to in order to survive. And there's a couple of nitpicks I'll point out here in a second, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And you got the top, which I love the beautiful gold paint. You have the cracks in it. Forget how many years it's been since Apocalypse. I think it's around at least over 20, I believe. So you can imagine this theater's going downhill pretty quick. Got some styrofoam there. Sorry, guys. Love that. And it's just amazing. And here's the button to turn it on. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Just leave that on for a second and kind of take a look at it. Okay. They kind of use a white LED, which is, I think, inaccurate. Can't remember what color it is in the video game, but if, you know, this theater was around since 2013, 2012, whenever the outbreak happened, I don't think they'd have these white lights, most likely. They'd probably still have yellow lights. But that's alright. I mean, who cares? I was just trying to think of historically accurate. And then here's some of those beer bottles. You get 2 on each piece. Both Ellie and Abby. It says Rust on Lager. Rust on Lager, yep. Never heard of that. Must just be something they created for the game, or if you ever heard of it, you can let me know in the comments. And then it just sits right on in there. Maybe. Sit in there better if I can get it the right direction. There we go. Man, these things are so heavy. Like, God, I was looking at them on the pictures before I ordered them. I was thinking these things are going to be small. But they're darn heavy. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. Like, they're really heavy. And the boxes are enormous. Now, they're not very thick, like, width-wise. But they're just tall and wide. Shipping wasn't bad, though, from Prime 1 Studios. For the economy, which is roughly 2 to 3 months, I'd say mine actually came in less than 2 months. Over a month for sure, but not quite 2 months, which is surprising. First actually pieces I ordered directly from Prime 1 Studios. So, a little different, but I enjoyed it. Worked out pretty good. I think Abby was right at a $100 shipping. Ellie's like $95, $90. I don't know if it's just my location or what. I live right in central United States in Oklahoma. So if that kind of helps you guys out. So I did economy, which means it comes on boat. 2 to 3 months estimated. I think mine came out just under 2 months. And I was really shocked with it. I was pleased. Okay, one downside I don't like about it is you do kind of see that seam line right there. You zoom in, it's more noticeable than if you're just looking at it like this. Which I want to kind of store them about, I'll say chest level for the base. So, probably about right here be where your eyes roughly would be at. So you kind of see that, kind of not, which is a bad thing. Her left arm is the same arm in every edition. The only swap outs are for her right arm. Okay, that's Abby. I guess y'all may want to see a close up, and she's really amazing. You got the sweat dripping down her face. I want to say sweat. I don't think it's the rain. I know it was raining during this mission, but she also is fighting Ellie at the same time, and she's a pretty big lady. Not fat, but just pretty big, so she's probably producing a lot of sweat. Her eyes look really good, nice and glossy. Both facing the same direction. They're not cross-eyed. She got a really good bruise slash scratch. Light freckles, nothing too crazy, not like Ellie. Teeth are okay. Got a nice little blood spot. Looks like it's, dripping down. Really good. Overall, Abby, I wouldn't even really count the nitpicks off against it. It's a 10 out of 10. Now, this thing confused me at first. I didn't realize it's bendable. This whole thing, you can bend it whatever direction you want. And when I first opened it up, it was just straight down. I was like, what in the world? It's like I must be missing something or broke something, but you have to bend it. And of course, I'm used to everything being polystone, and I was like, you can't bend that. and then you just plug it in, and there's your imaginary plug-in for the light. And now, of course, it takes AA batteries or AAA batteries underneath this part. But I don't want to mess with that right now. Video's already starting to get long. Okay, now we're getting to Ellie. That picture looks amazing. That picture's alright. Overall, though, the box is pretty good. And then Abby's box. So now she actually comes with 2 heads, regardless of edition size, or what edition you buy, regular or deluxe. My dog was saying hello. He gets jealous when I get on the floor. And she kind of looks down just a little bit. So it's kind of hard to see where my camera's at. But yeah, she looks really good. We'll look more into that in a second. So she comes with... So I have the deluxe edition as well. The regular only comes with a shotgun. The left arm for the shotgun. The right arm. Left arm is designed where it kind of fits in there like if she's holding it. I may try to plug that in. And then the deluxe comes with a pistol. Now in the scene, I believe she didn't use the pistol. I think she used a shotgun. Of course, you're playing as Abby, not Ellie, which I thought was weird. Pistol could have been better. Paint is okay. On the other side, which you actually don't see, but I was kind of disappointed at first. One of those little, rifle screws type things. Actually, I might as well take it right off and show you guys. That right there, I thought the paint was pretty crappy. That little screw emblem thing that kind of holds the stock together, or the pistol grip together. See, it's not a full circle, but you don't see it, so I'm alright. I'm not sure, I forgot what caliber it is. I'm probably a 38 special, or a 357, one of the two. Nice little revolver. You got her bracelet, which is good. Her tattoos look good. Her arms are just as good as Abby's. I think Abby's are actually better just because she has more details, like the rain and the muscles and the veins popping. Occasionally you do see some good veins on her, but she's not muscular like Abby, so her veins aren't popping out. I mean, she's probably taking steroids. Abby is. Man, I wish I would focus better. So let's go ahead and take these arms out, and let's see what the shotgun looks like, which I haven't even put those on yet myself. So here's the left arm for the shotgun. Pretty good. A lot better in person than the cameras. And my dog is coming over here being annoying. Her arms as well looks very similar to the other one. Her elbow. Hey, don't lick that. One downside is the inside is rusting. I don't know if that's bad or what. I mean, I'm sure it's not good, but I'm probably going to email Prime 1 and just see what the heck is going on. If that's an issue or not. They're probably going to say no because they don't want to do anything about it. But everything sticks in there pretty good. Oops, I got to kind of sit that on there. There we go. Okay, so I kind of rest on there. Not the greatest fit. Got kind of a gap there. But it's not bad. So there's Abby with the shotgun. Or Ellie with the shotgun. So you got some rope. You got this paint can, which is really cool. It's connected to this, so you can't take it off. You got some comic books. Or I think they were comic books. Can't remember what they were, but you're collecting them during the game. They're like cards or something for the game. She kind of has the same similar base to Abby. Wood feel. Now, one thing that was kind of interesting was Ellie's base. Not this part. Oh yeah, this part. This whole arch is connected to this bottom base. Now, Abby, it pegs in on both sides. This whole arch pegs in. Ellie's, it does not. I'm not sure why. Because they're practically the same size, just a different arch. And then here's Ellie's back. And the one is cans. But I'm not sure why. They weigh roughly the same weight. Ellie's crouching over, so her personally is a little shorter than Abby. She's standing straight up. But the arches are the same height, as you can tell. Here's that can. I like how this moves up and down. That's pretty cool. Her bag. She got her pins. Does not. Oh, actually, it does move. Just ever so slightly. It does move. Be very careful. Don't want to break them off. Probably a plastic. Her bag strap up here does not move though. Spin her background ever so carefully. Same thing here. It pegs in. Also got it in pretty tight. That moves. This whole thing is kind of wobbly or flexible, as you can tell, and it moves. Let's take a closer look at her heads. So she got two heads that I was pointing out. Really good heads. And in person, she looks just like the video game. She got a scratch, some blood splatter. She got her freckles. She got her scratch in her eye, or her scar on her eyebrow. Right there. I'm really touchy with my statues. A lot of people put gloves on. To me, it don't matter. I mean, where I live, they get dusty and everything else. I don't think it hurts them. I mean, I probably touch them when I put them up. Touch them every so often and swap them out. But other than that, they don't get touched. This is kind of her more aggressive face. You know, her mouth is slightly open. You can see some teeth. She's kind of like angry. You can see her eyebrows. And right between her eyebrows are all wrinkled. You know, she's kind of like growling almost, or just really angry. Her hair is a little different on this one than the other one. The back is the same pretty well. The front slightly different. So let's put that there. And then there you kind of compare the difference in her bangs, or whatever you call that part. That one's kind of looping around. This one's straight down. I think this one's looping, kind of looping around because she's moving. And this one's just more kind of like still. The back looks pretty well the same. Her ears, her neck. Her face looks pretty well the same. Got the same scratch, some spots. Now the freckles are actually a little different. Probably just, you know, they're handmade. They're probably just poking random dots on them. Now she does have her main freckle right there, which is very noticeable in the first game. See, but you notice her nose kind of don't have any right in the middle on this one, but they're very light. This one kind of got some right in the middle, but they're very light freckles. And she's not as aggressive. Her right between her eyebrows isn't as wrinkled as the other one. But yeah, amazing statue. Kind of hard to tell which portrait I like better. I kind of like the aggressive face because that's how she was in the game. I mean, she was just very angry, pissed off, you know, at Abby. The game's been out for several years. You guys haven't watched it or played it, get to it. Highly recommend it. Especially the first game was amazing. Second game had better gameplay. First game had a better story overall. Both amazing games though. My top two favorite games of all time. Which is sad because I've only played Last of Us 2 once. And I just need to do it again. Last of Us 1, I played it 3 times. I have the remake. Haven't played it yet. It's just been really busy. I know it's only like 8-ish hours. I need to play it again just to relive it. Especially with a new remake. But yeah, that's the two. I'm going to rate them real quick. I know this is a long video, but it's 2 statues in one. I know Prime 1 Studios is usually a very well hit. Sometimes they have a couple misses, especially with the prices included. But these 2 statues, I mean, yeah, they could have been maybe $100 cheaper for each one. At least $50 cheaper. But even at the current price, I mean, I say every statue could be cheaper. But, I mean, with Abby's paint, her freckles and her sweat and veins and everything, I mean, they did a good job. Like, this is some of the best quality I've ever seen in any statue. Just any statue, really. It's just the best quality. And I hope Prime One Studios keeps doing it and adding to it. Especially with the first Last of Us, I have that on pre-order as well. Probably won't get here forever. But I expect that one to be even better. If I had to rate Abby, only thing I don't like about her, like I said, is that scene right there, which is not horrible. Could be better. Some of this kind of looks like it's, you know, they could have been done a little better, but not bad. I mean, I have to get it like a, but the arms and the skin just blew me away. Overall, I'd give it a I'd give it probably a 10 if I can. At least 9.75, 9.5. At least 9.5, nothing less than that. But I'd like to give it a 10. I mean, her face is amazing. Everything just blew me away with that statue. Now we're going to Ellie. And you can display these statues any way you like. Side to side, back to back. One kind of in front of the other, slightly, you know. You could even put Ellie behind Abby facing the same direction, just kind of slightly off, since she's kind of looking to the side and she's kind of looking to the front. But I think they're made to display back to back for safe spacing, or saving space wise anyways. Okay, so I said Abby's 9.5 to 10, depending on who you ask. I'd give it a 10. It's one of my favorite statues so far. Ellie, on the other hand, she is amazing. There's a small scene right here. The rust, which is probably more a Prime 1 thing than it is the statue thing, on the inside of those two magnets. That doesn't fit 100%. The face is, I'd give it a dang 85% likeness, if not 90%. Abby, which has probably the most likeness I've ever seen in any statue, close to 100%. Same issues with that, which that's a very small detail, not even that noticeable. Only when I look closely, it kind of looks like it blends in too much instead of popping out. Probably the same thing with Ellie. I'd probably give it a 9.25. Not anywhere from a 9 to a 9.75, if that makes sense to you guys. I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm not giving it anything less than a 9 out of 10. Like I said, there's small things that could be better, but really good overall. Put them two together as a collection, I'd give it a 9.5, kind of round up. All right, well, I think I'm finished. If you're interested, pick them up. Don't sleep on it. They're amazing. I think that's all I have today. My next statue, let's see. I don't think I have anything big coming in for the next few months. Yeah, maybe a couple 110 Iron Studio pieces here and there, but nothing big until around Christmas, I think. Yep, I think that's it. All right, well, until the next time, like, subscribe, comment. You know, comment if you like The Last of Us, if you plan on playing it, if you have not, and what you want or what you expect for The Last of Us Part 3. Because we all know it's in development. Everybody has their own feelings about what it should be. I don't know what the game's going to be about. All I know is I wish The Last of Us 2 would have had a DLC. DLC focusing on Ellie's travel. Oop, my thumb's getting in the picture. Ellie's travel through Las Vegas, because you read about it in some of the notes when she's on the last part, you know, hunting Abby for like the 10th time down in California, I believe. Forgot the name of that little town though. But she's hunting her, and you read a note about her going through Las Vegas, surviving a horde, hiding out in one of the hotels, casinos, something like that. I think that would have made a darn good DLC, and I was really expecting it just because you read about it. I mean, you had the lore there. They could have made a nice 2-hour DLC for like a good 20 or 30 bucks. I mean, anybody would have bought it. No matter if it was overpriced or not, everybody would have bought it. I would have, anyways. Alright. Catch y'all next time. Bye.